Noblesville, it's Mayor Chris Jensen coming to you from City Hall on Friday, April 12th, 2024 for another edition of the Friday Five. Five things you need to know going into this hopefully nicer weather weekend here in the city of Noblesville. It's also Masters weekend. I kind of might have it on out of the corner of my eye right over there. Keeping an eye on our friends down in Augusta, Georgia, and see how they are doing. It's always a sign for me that it is springtime in Indiana. So welcome back from spring break. Glad to have everybody back and in action after an awesome solar eclipse, by the way. I will admit I kind of downplayed it in my own mind, but I was in awe of the whole situation. So kudos to our entire team here at City Hall, around the county, especially all of our public safety officials who kept us safe, kept traffic flowing during the solar eclipse. All right, on to the Friday Five. Five things you need to know going into this weekend. First things first, we're going to start with a little construction. We'll end on a better note in a little bit here shortly. First things first, State Road 38, Bowdoin Road Roundabout, east side. State Road 38, Bowdoin Road Roundabout on Tuesday. NDOT began work this past Tuesday on a new roundabout on State Road 38 at Bowdoin Road. This includes a full closure of State Road 38 at that intersection. Work is expected to last about 45 days. It's going to be a huge upgrade for that area, kind of part of our overall Bowdoin Road corridor upgrade, which is really important. So just be aware that there are some detour routes out there on the east side of town if you travel 38 near Bowdoin Road. Locally, there's a few street projects going on that you need to be aware of as well. We have started our street rehabilitation program in Old Town, east of 10th Street, with milling and paving on Hannibal Street, currently with Division Street coming up next. So I've heard from some of our Old Town folks that know that there is work going on in Old Town. That's part of our annual street rehabilitation project going through our community. And then also Little Chicago Road Pedestrian Bridge Project. You may recall this is a joint project between the city of Noblesville and Hamilton County to not only replace the deck there of the road over, the Little Chicago Road over Morse Reservoir, but also attach a new pedestrian bridge there. Temporary traffic signals are anticipated to go up next week, which will cause a single lane closure on the bridge. So if you head up there around West and South Harbor, up by Pizza King, that whole area, Lions Creek, there may be some little bit temporary delays in your commute, so just be aware of that as well. Second thing, Reimagine Pleasant Street. You may recall this is our east to west corridor project that we've been talking about since the 1980s. ReimaginePleasantST.com is where you can go get up to speed, no pun intended, on this project. On Tuesday, Walnut Street at 9th Street was closed this past Tuesday. What's going on last Tuesday? Walnut Street at 9th Street was closed. Residents have access to their properties during construction. Crews are reconstructing the road and installing new storm sewer infrastructure for what will be an extension of the Midland Trace Trail. The Midland Trace Trail is actually coming along with the Pleasant Street project, so just be aware of that. This is a 6-week closure and will be reopened in May, so bear with us on that. Third thing you need to know, now we're going to talk about some fun. Coming up this weekend is the Culture Fair / Fun Fest from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. tonight. The Mayor's Youth Council will host a culture fair alongside Serve Noblesville's Fun Fest at the Noblesville Community Center. That's the new building there at 1775 Field Drive, in between East Middle School and Noblesville High School. There will be fellowship, community, unity, lots of booths, and food. The culture celebration is free and open to the public. So kudos to our Mayor's Youth Council that are coming alongside our good friends Patrick Probst and his team at Serve Noblesville to put on this Culture Fest and Fun Fest. Get out there and enjoy it. Support our students. It's a free event on a Friday evening for you to go check out and see. Fourth thing you know, Costumes by Nurel. Now, you might ask what that is. Discover Norman Norell, who's actually a fascinating human being. He's Noblesville's link to high fashion in the past. From 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday, so tomorrow, at the Hamilton East Public Library in Noblesville. A century ago, the movie Zaza premiered in Noblesville, starring Gloria Swanson and featuring costumes that were created by Noblesville-born Norman Norell. There's actually a historical marker, I believe, for him on 8th Street near the fire station if you want to go check that out. That was even on my notes. Pretty good on the fly. All right. Learn how the world-famous ready-to-wear designer Nurel started as a theatrical costume designer and worked on many shows throughout his life. The presentation is free to attend. So, if you're around tomorrow and want to learn more about fashion and Noblesville's history and where they all collide, Norman Norell is your guy, and you'll learn about him tomorrow from 2 to 3 p.m. at the library, the Hamilton East Public Library, there on Cumberland Road in Noblesville. So, see you there. And then finally, fifth thing, hashtag Shop the Square. So with the start of NDOT's Reconstructing SR32 project that I'm sure you've heard about because I've heard about it and I've heard from you about it, which I totally respect, Noblesville Main Street has launched a new campaign called, quote, The Pledge, to create buzz and attention on the historic square. So as we know that with the closure of 32, we want to make sure we're supporting our small businesses through these challenging times. We know it's going to get better at the end. Our small business owners have been incredibly resilient and graceful and gracious with us through this process. We want to support them. If you take the pledge, or say road closures can be difficult to small businesses who operate on very small margins. So taking the pledge and making a concerted effort to shop and dine downtown during this time will be incredibly important. And the downtown merchants will really appreciate your support. When you shop or dine downtown, snap a photo for social media and use the hashtag Shop the Square. Again, a great way to promote our downtown businesses throughout this closures and throughout all of our construction season, because downtown is truly the backbone of our community and really the bread and butter of Noblesville. So I know I love being downtown, shopping, eating, drinking, the whole 9 yards in downtown. So get down there, use your social media skills and hashtag Shop the Square this weekend and every weekend in downtown Noblesville. Those are the 5 things you need to know. Before I go, though, I want to give a shout out to my good friend Aaron Fine, Noblesville High School basketball player who's heading to Purdue next year, but he was actually just named a 2024 Indiana All-Star basketball player. He's only the 4th player in Indiana in Noblesville boys basketball history. So kudos, Aaron. Incredibly proud of you. I got to read about Aaron a few months ago in the Indy Star as well, and then obviously watch him do a stellar performance this season playing basketball for Noblesville High School. So congratulations, Aaron. We continue to be incredibly proud of you and the entire Miller organization over there. Good luck next year at Purdue, and good luck as an All-Star. Those are the 5 things you need to know going into the weekend. If you have questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, fears, whatever you have, call me at City Hall, shoot me an email, cjensen@noblesville.in.us, or text me, call me on my non-governmental paid cell phone with a new wall on the back that Julie Jensen got me for my anniversary, by the way. 317-509-3134. Hope to see you around downtown Noblesville this weekend. In the meantime, stay safe, Noblesville. We'll be back here next Friday.